James Bayfield, we back. Welcome to JamesBayfield.com. We're back today, right now, in a moment, right here, right now. We're going to talk about what I call the 4 quadrant, what I learned from Robert Kiyosaki from a book called Cash Flow Quadrant. And that book changed the way I think about money. That book changed the way I think about wealth. That book changed your thinking. So if you don't have a copy of Cash Flow Quadrant, you need to get Cash Flow Quadrant for Kiyosaki and get your mind right. Get your money right. $2.45. Anyway, like I said, I'm James B, man, from JamesBayfield.com. Become a member if you're not a member, where you get that raw, straightforward information, how to get your life right, how to get your mind right, millionaire success strategies. You know, that's all it's about, man. Strategy to take you to the next level. Strategy to make you successful. Anyway, the 4 quadrant goes like this. ESBI. E stands for employee. Employee, this is the 4 mindset of individuals in the world of business. You got the 4 mindset of individuals in the world of business. You got employees, which you probably are. There's nothing wrong with employees. We need employees. I need employees. You need employees. But we need to understand at what level, how we operate at any given time of the day. All right, you got employees. Employees has a particular language. I'm looking for a safe, secure job with benefit. What they're looking for? Safe, secure job with benefit. That's what employees look for. I used to be an employee. When I was looking for a job, I was looking for the same thing. When I got a job at Citicorp, I had a safe, secure job with benefits, right? But the reality is, after this recession, current recession in some part of the country, we know there's no safe, secure job with benefit. Would you agree? You agree. All right, excellent. So that's the mindset of an employee. The mindset of an employee. All right? Mindset change. That's what we're going to call this thing. We're going to give you the perspective. We're going to give you the reality so you can have what I call a mindset change. So at least if you're going to go down by yourself. There's nothing wrong being an employee. I was once an employee. I'm still an employee, but I'm an employee of my own entity. Make sense? So it's I'm in control of my life. It's a little bit different. But there's nothing wrong with an employee. You get great training for being an employee. There's great benefits. You just can't trust it. You can't put all your eggs in that basket. If you put all your eggs in that basket, you know, you can lose it all. All right, make sense? The second type individual, we call them self-employed person. All right, self-employed person. A self-employed person, or sometimes your doctor, your lawyer, your real estate appraiser, your real estate agent, your real estate broker, your mortgage broker. These are called self-employed people. Your consultants. You might be a self-employed person. The conversation goes like this. Well, if you want your yard clean, Mr. Bayfield, I'm gonna need $30 per day, $30 per week to come clean your yard. These are people that's self-employed. They run their own business. That's what they call. They have their own business. We have to in our world we call the left side and the right side. The right side right here, and the left side. So basically, it's this whole quadrant right here. We got the left and the right side. We often ask the people, what side of the quadrant do you want to be in? Some people say, I want to operate on the left side. Some people say, I want to operate on the right side. Myself, I operate on the right side of the quadrant because that's where I'm comfortable at. Now, if you're not operating on the right side of the quadrant, don't worry about it. It's just not where you're at right now, all right? You're on the left side. You're a self-employed person. You work your own hours. A lot of people like being self-employed. They get up when they want to get to. Some people make good money. Some people make about $100,000 a year. $100K a year to $500,000 a year as a self-employed person. Agents, they work for themselves. All right, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's what you do with the income you get. What's important is what you do with the money that you get, the income. As I said, how you make your money, the quadrant of making money, the side of the quadrant you make money, is really irrelevant. It's what you do with the money you make. When it's strong here, it's what you do with the money you make. What you do with the money you make is extremely important. What you do with the money you make is extremely important Because if the money you make, if you don't reinvest with the if you don't reinvest with the money you make, then it's like growing seed, growing fruits, growing vegetables in your farm, but you don't receive once you extract all the good stuff out there. You know what I mean? You gotta reinvest. All right. So self-employed people looking for what? How much money can they get per hour? How much money can they get for that job? Because they need to eat right now. That's it. All right. Then you got the right side of the quadrant. B stands for business. Big business. Big business. Sometimes small business. All right. These are people that have one concept in mind. The concept is to build a team. All right. This is the quadrant that I'm going to recommend you start focus on. Focus on operating on the right side of the quadrant, which is the right side. Start with the B, businesses. So what you're going to have right here on the right side, you're going to have a business plan. You're going to have a business plan. All right. You're going to have team. All right. You're going to have manager. You got to have a whole personnel team. So when the guy say you need a website, what you going to do? You're going to call your website guy. When the guy say you need a CPA, what you going to do? You're going to call your CPA. Excuse me. All right. You're going to think in terms of team. That's the difference. When you're on the right side, you think of team. People are like, yo, James, how come you don't clean your own house? I'm like, nah, that's a housekeeper job. I'm not a housekeeper. Man, I just sweep the living room. I get tired, so that's not my job. I'm not a professional at it. All right? People like, James, how come you don't show houses? I'm not a realtor. I have a license as a realtor, but I don't go show houses. Why? That's not my job. You're like, Dan, what is your job? My job is to make sure I hired you. That's my job, to hire you to go do the job. It might not be you specifically. It could be your company. You might be great at marketing. Hey, call me up. Hey, James, I'd like to promote your business for you. Well, that's the service every business needs. Marketing promotion. Excuse me. Right? So, you got to be on the right side of the quadrant. So as a business owner, which is where you want to be at, you want to start with maybe 1 employee, right? You want to start documenting everything that you currently do right now to build your business. Let's say, for instance, first step, you need to write a business plan. What does your company do? The company description. What is your business model? What is your revenue model? How does your business make money? What does your company do to make money? What does your company sell? If it's real estate, how does your company find properties? How does the company finance properties? How does the company manage property? Who does your renovation? Who closed your deal? Title company? An attorney? Who does what? Well, everyone